Iron Spider, Spider-Man using Iron Man's power. When Tony Stark handed Peter Parker the Iron Spider suit, Spider-Man stopped being just a street-level hero. This wasn't just a new costume, it was Iron Man-level technology fused with Spider-Man's natural abilities. The Iron Spider suit massively enhanced Peter's strength, durability, and reaction speed. Its mechanical spider legs moved faster than Peter could think, blocking attacks automatically and saving him even when his spider sense wasn't enough. The nanotech armor could instantly reshape itself into shields, weapons, and restraints, making Spider-Man far more versatile in combat. It allowed Spider-Man to fight in space, endure extreme pressure, and stand toe-to-toe with Avengers-level threats. Combined with Peter's agility and intelligence, the suit turned him into a one-man army on the battlefield. Black Spider-Man. Spider-Man using symbiote power. When the Venom symbiote bonded with Spider-Man, it didn't just give him a new suit. It rewired everything that made Peter who he was. The symbiote amplified his strength, speed, and reflexes far beyond his normal limits. The symbiote changed how Spider-Man moved. He became faster, more unpredictable, almost animalistic in combat. His punches hit harder, his jumps covered entire city blocks, and he could cling to surfaces with terrifying precision. Most importantly, the suit could mimic clothing, hide in plain sight, and react to danger before Peter even noticed it, like a second spider sense. But with that power came corruption. The symbiote didn't just bond with Peter's body. It bonded with his emotions, amplifying his anger, his frustration, and his darkest thoughts. Every victory felt easier. Every fight felt addictive, until Spider-Man realized he was becoming someone else. Someone reckless. Someone cruel. Eventually, Peter chose to rip it off. Not because he couldn't handle the power, but because the power was changing him into something he never wanted to be. Spider-Man using Edith. There was a moment in the MCU where Spider-Man didn't need super strength or webs to win because he had something even more powerful. Edith, Tony Stark's final gift. Edith isn't just a pair of glasses. It's a global-level AI, connected to every Stark satellite, defense system, and surveillance network on Earth. With a single voice command, Peter Parker could access instant facial recognition, hack communications, control drones, and even launch attacks from space. For a short time, Spider-Man became the most dangerous teenager on the planet. This tech changes everything. Instead of swinging into a fight, Peter could analyze enemies before even seeing them, predict their strategy, track weaknesses, and deploy Stark drones like an army at his fingertips. It was like Iron Man's intelligence, Jarvis-level processing, and a global weapon system, all stored in one pair of glasses. And here's the craziest part. For a moment, Peter Parker had more operational battlefield power than the Avengers. Spider-Man, using Doctor Strange's magic. There was a point when Spider-Man didn't rely only on his own powers. He actually fought using Doctor Strange's magic. In No Way Home, after Peter clashes with Strange, his suit receives a mystic upgrade where Stark tech fuses with Strange's runes. This creates a hybrid of technology and sorcery, enhancing his web shooters with magical energy. These new webs don't just stick, they trap enemies in runic cages, redirect attacks, and can even restrain multiversal threats. The magic runes turn Peter's webs stronger, transforming his fighting style into something like a spider sorcerer on the battlefield. No spellcasting, no training, just Peter's intelligence combined with Strange's arcane power. And this concept isn't only in the movies. In the comics, Spider-Man actually gets the Cloak of Levitation, the same mystical cloak Doctor Strange wears. Spider-Man using Captain America's shield. In Captain America: Civil War, Peter Parker gets one of the boldest introductions in the MCU. He jumps into the airport battle, fires a web, and snatches Captain America's shield right out of his hands. Just for a few seconds. But that moment proves everything. Spider-Man's reflexes, web strength, and timing are so precise that he can take the symbol of America's greatest soldier. It only lasts a moment. Cap quickly takes it back. In the comics, this moment isn't just a surprise, it actually happens again. Spider-Man has used Cap's shield in real battles, fighting side by side with the Avengers, even charging forward like a frontline soldier with the shield in hand. Not because he stole it, but because Captain America trusted him with it. Spider-Man controlling Doc Ock's tentacles. In Spider-Man: No Way Home, When Ock attacks on the bridge, he thinks he has the advantage. 4 mechanical arms, years of experience, and total control of the fight. But then he makes one mistake. He rips a piece of Peter's nanotech suit. And that's where everything changes. The nanotech instantly merges with Ock's tentacles, overriding his system. Ock loses control, and for the first time ever, Spider-Man takes command. Peter remotely locks the arms, moves them like puppets, and turns Ock's greatest weapon into a joke. A villain who once nearly killed him in another universe, now being controlled with a Bluetooth connection. And this moment isn't random. It fits Peter perfectly. Because in the comics, Spider-Man has always had the tech genius to counter Doc Ock. He's hacked the arms, disabled them, even built counter-tech specifically against Ock's neural link. Spider-Man lifts Mjolnir. There's a legendary moment in Marvel Comics when Spider-Man does the impossible. He lifts Mjolnir, the hammer of Thor. Mjolnir can only be lifted by those who are worthy. Even gods have failed. Hulk, Iron Man, and Captain Marvel all tried at different times and couldn't move it. But when Thor fell in battle and the fate of the fight depended on someone stepping up, Peter Parker reached for the hammer. Not to claim power, but to help. And that's when it happened. Spider-Man was chosen by the hammer. Mjolnir didn't just lift, it responded. Peter didn't just hold it. He gained the powers of Thor. Strength surged through him like a storm. Electricity crackled with every step. For a heartbeat, Spider-Man wielded the might of a god. The power of lightning, the storm, and the legacy of Asgard itself, Spider-Hulk. There was a time in Marvel Comics when Spider-Man didn't just fight like Spider-Man, he fought like the Hulk. In Marvel Adventures, Spider-Man number 21, Peter Parker gets accidentally exposed to gamma radiation during a mission with Bruce Banner. The result wasn't just a normal mutation. It triggered a transformation. Peter's strength skyrocketed beyond anything he had ever felt. Walls that he could normally crack? Now he was smashing through them like paper. Even his spider sense became stronger, reacting like a survival instinct, almost like Hulk's rage-driven perception in battle. And for a moment, Peter Parker was a fusion of two monsters, the precision of a spider and the raw power of the Hulk. Cosmic Spider-Man. During the Cosmic Spider-Man Captain Universe arc, Peter Parker gets chosen by the mysterious force known as the Enigma Force, the same cosmic energy source that has empowered heroes like Captain Marvel and boosted Carol Danvers to god-level power. And overnight, Spider-Man changes. His punches? No longer just superhuman. Now they carried cosmic energy, powerful enough to send someone across cities with a single hit. His webbing wasn't normal webbing anymore. It became cosmic threads, glowing with energy, strong enough to restrain beings far tougher than anything he'd faced before. He could sense disturbances across the universe,